Carl Jung believed that life has two halves. The first half is spent building identity, building career, building family, building security, building a place in the world. But the second half of life, the years after 60, is not about building anymore. It is about becoming yourself, becoming honest, becoming inwardly whole, becoming the person you were meant to be, before the world told you who you should be. Jung taught that the later years hold the deepest potential for transformation, not the transformation of youth, which is fast and bright, but a quieter, deeper transformation, the transformation of the soul. He believed that as you move into the second half of life, the outer world slowly loses its power, and the inner world finally comes to light. The roles you played for decades begin to loosen. The expectations of others fade in importance. The need to prove yourself no longer carries weight. Instead, you begin to hear a new voice, a softer voice, a wiser voice, a voice that has been waiting patiently beneath everything you had to be. This is the voice of your true self. Jung believed that many people spend the first half of life being who the world needs them to be, and the second half finally discovering who they actually are. You may feel this change within you already. You may notice a shift in what matters, a shift in what you want, a shift in how you respond to life. Things that once upset you now feel small. Goals that once drove you now feel distant. Relationships that once consumed you now feel simpler, clearer, more honest. This is not decline. It is awakening. Jung would say that your later years are not about becoming less. They are about becoming real. He taught that the greatest task of the second half of life is individuation, the process of connecting with the deeper self, beneath your roles, beneath your history, beneath your fear, beneath the expectations placed upon you. Individuation is not selfish. It is truthful. It is the slow, gentle movement toward authenticity. It means allowing yourself to feel what you truly feel, to want what you truly want, to stop apologizing for being who you are, to stop hiding your softness or your strength, to stop performing for a world that has already moved on. It means meeting your inner self with openness instead of judgment. Jung taught that the shadows you avoided in youth, your fears, your regrets, your unspoken longings, are not your enemies. They are guides, parts of you that want to be understood so you can live more freely. He would say that in the second half of life, the task is not to fight your shadow, but to integrate it, to see it, to accept it, to learn from it, to become whole. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be honest. Jung believed that wholeness comes not from denying your weaknesses, but from accepting them with compassion. Many people, he said, become rigid as they age, but the wise become softer. Softness is not weakness. It is depth. It is understanding. It is knowing that life is not black or white, right or wrong, success or failure. Life is a tapestry of everything you have lived, everything you have felt, everything you have become. Your later years are the time to embrace this richness. Jung taught that the soul does not age. The body changes, the world shifts, but the inner life continues to grow deeper, wider, more aware than ever before. He believed that the purpose of the second half of life is to return to yourself, to the dreams you set aside, to the creativity you buried, to the voice you quieted, to the curiosity you once had, to the freedom you forgot. This return is not loud. It is gentle. It is soft. It is guided by intuition, by reflection, by honesty, by a longing to live the years ahead in alignment with your true nature. Jung believed that meaning is more important than success, and peace is more important than perfection. He taught that your later years are the time for inner alignment, when who you are inside finally matches how you live outside. You no longer need the world's approval. You no longer need to compete or chase or prove. You no longer need to be strong in the old ways. Your strength now is quieter. It is found in self-understanding, self-compassion, self-trust. Jung would say that your journey is not over, not even close, because the second half of life has its own magic, a slower magic, a deeper magic, the magic of returning home to yourself. And he would remind you, you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Choose gently. Choose honestly. Choose the life that aligns with your soul. The second half of life is not a continuation of the first half. It is a new beginning, the beginning of becoming who you truly are.